After 11 races over 20 days competition, the 2020 UCI Women's World Tour was set to close with Stage 3 of the Ceratizit Challenge by la Vuelta. But in Madrid, as the peloton prepared for the final day of competition, everyone's concentration was on the task in hand. With nearly a minute of bonus seconds available, the general classification was up for grabs.
It's a criterium, it's kind of a points race like on the track. 50 seconds is a lot, so basically almost the whole peloton could still win this race. Every 2 laps there are important seconds on the line, so yeah, I mean, like I say, it's a very open race, and the GC is not set at all.
It's going to be fast from the beginning, full on sprints, and yeah, I mean, we are very well good placed, but yeah, we have to see the different scenarios that can be created during the race.
Rolling out, the peloton were ready to take on 17 laps of a 5.9 kilometre circuit around the streets of the centre of the Spanish capital, with all those bonus seconds coming from intermediate sprints on every second lap. After a cagey start, the battle commenced. Lorena Wiebes and overall leader Lisa Brennauer fighting for maximum time. But the race calmed when Mitchelton Scott's Welsh rider, Jess Roberts, escaped up the road. However, with the former British champion caught, Brennauer and Wiebes resumed their battle, the Dutchwoman steadily eroding Brennauer's overall lead. However, their attentions were soon elsewhere, as Trek Segafredo's Italian champion, Elisa Longo Borghini, escaped the peloton. Having begun the day second overall, only 10 seconds down, Longo Borghini was a genuine threat to the general classification. Over the next few laps, she built a lead, which occasionally approached 30 seconds. And as she took bonus seconds on multiple laps, she moved into the virtual general classification lead. Eventually, her advantage brought a reaction from Brennauer's Ceratizit WNT team as they hoped to defend the German champion's lead, and Longo Borghini was caught with 13 kilometres left to race. As the pace built on the final 2 laps, teams moved their sprinters into place, looking for the best place to put the power down. And as the race passed the Flamme Rouge, Valcar Travel and Service took control. But into the final straight, it was Wiebes who opened her sprint first. Briefly, it looked like she would win, but behind her, Elisa Balsamo waited and waited before hitting the wind and sprinting past the Dutchwoman to take the win, her teammates celebrating wildly behind.
If the road is a little bit up, you have to really to wait, because I think that I go behind Lorena maybe the last 20 or 30 meters, and so yes, today I have to wait and then to go. The last K was a little bit up, and I know that I must do a short sprint, and my teammates were so good. We made a great lead out, and so we are so happy.
When we came to here, it was not the goal to go for the GC, but yeah, when you're so close to the GC, then you go for it. And I think I spent a bit too much energy to go for the bonus sprints, and yeah, I missed just a bit in the final sprint, and Elisa was stronger this time.
It's really great. To win a World Tour race is always special. Then, of course, in combination with the main sponsor as well, and to finish off a season like that, which was clearly not an easy one, is a big victory for us as a team. And we went out today. We raced as a team. I'm really proud about the girls and how we did support each other today, and how they actually, yeah, played policeman for me in the race and always were around. So we can be happy and proud about this race altogether. It was really a team effort.
While Elisa Balsamo took the win, Lorena Wiebes hung on to take second, with Marta Bastianelli bagging her best UCI Women's World Tour result of the year, in 3rd place. Chiara Consoni, Silvia Zanardi, Barbara Guarischi and Elisa Longo Borghini made it 6 Italians in the top 10. Excellent tactical racing from Lisa Brennauer and her Ceratizit WNT team saw her take the 2nd consecutive overall win, with Longo Borghini 2nd, Lorena Wiebes 3rd and Ellen van Dijk and Leah Kirschman rounding out the top 5. Her dominant performance over the 3 stages saw Brennauer win the points classification, ahead of Wiebes. 3 victories through the season were enough to see Trek Segafredo rider Lizzie Deignan win the individual classification of the UCI Women's World Tour. Second place in Madrid saw her teammate Elisa Longo-Borghini take 2nd place, and the weekend's winner Lisa Brennauer was 3rd. With 2 women at the top of the individual standings and 5 UCI Women's World Tour race wins, Trek Segafredo won the 2020 UCI Women's World Tour team classification.
Yeah, I'm happy to go home after the last race with this jersey, winning it the first time, even wearing it the first time this year ever. So it's really special in my last year as an under-23 rider. When the season started, I also had the purple, so of course the goal was first to keep purple as long as possible, but it was never like a main goal. It was more to go for each race just full and as good as I could, and then it became more a goal towards the end.
Sunweb's Liana Lippert has led the UCI Women's World Tour Young Rider classification since the first race way back in February, while Michaela Harvey ran her close after a stunning Giro Rosa. Lorena Wiebes moved into 3rd place overall, while her stage win in Spain saw Elisa Balsamo move up to 6th overall.